back on bacon again today, and we're going to do a British classic, scones, and we're going to pop a little bit of fruit in them as well. But as you already know, you can either have them as they are, with some fruit, or even with cheese. It's a tasty afternoon treat. So let's get all the ingredients put together and start making them. So to start off with, we want 450 grams of self-raising flour. You can use plain flour if you want to, but you'll have to add a couple of teaspoons of baking powder to that. And I'm just going to sift it through to make it lighter. Then we want half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Then half a teaspoon of salt. Next, we need to add 110 grams of butter. So we'll just weigh that out first. Now we'll get that added. And I'll just break it into smaller pieces. So next part is to combine all this mixture together, and you want to do it between finger and thumb, and as you're doing it, lift and let it drop down as you're rubbing between finger and thumb. That will make your scones a lot lighter because you're adding more air into this mixture. So just rub between finger and thumb, lifting and dropping at the same time until you end up with a consistency that's like breadcrumbs. It'll only take a few minutes. And that's the consistency that you're going to be left with. Now I'm going to add some sultanas to it. I'm just going to sprinkle them in, and they'll separate the cells at the same time. Put as many in as you prefer. And then we'll add 55 grams of sugar. And we'll just roughly mix those all together. Again, lifting and dropping to keep air in this mixture. Last thing to add to this mixture is 200 grams of milk and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we'll just gradually cut that in. We don't want to be too rough on it because we need to try and keep as much air in this mixture as we can. So just keep folding until everything's nicely incorporated. Then I'm just going to work it a little by hand so we can lift it out and make sure all that flour is incorporated into it. And if your mixture still feels a little wet, just add a little more flour to it. So we can now get this out of this bowl. So we can add some flour to this worktop now to stop it sticking. And we're just going to work it, but not be too harsh. Because again, if you work this too much, your scones aren't going to be as light. So we just want to make it into a workable slab. And then we want to roll it out, but don't apply pressure when you're doing this. Just let it roll itself, and we want to get it to around 3/4 of an inch thick. I'm not pressing on this rolling pin, I'm just letting the rolling pin do the work. So now we can cut them out with one of these. So we'll cut them first and then we'll move them after. So you're getting really good sized scones there. And we've got a tin that I've lined with parchment paper. Or you could just oil it. And when you put them on this baking tray, you don't really need to space them too far apart, because scones tend to go up more than they go out. Let's get resting them on. And then we'll just carefully rework this to get a few more out of it. But once again, don't go mad with it, because you're trying to retain the air. Let's get this last one on. That's all your scones done and ready for oven. If you want to, you can go across tops of these with a little bit of milk or a little bit of egg wash, but I prefer to leave them as they are. Let's get these in oven. And you want to put them in the oven for 15 minutes, but obviously keep a check on them. That's the scones finished, and they've got a nice little hint of brown on top, and that's perfect. Really light and fluffy inside. Let's get a bit of jam on. They are so light. So why not give this recipe a try, see what you think, and then let me know in comments. Then please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell, and we'd love to see you on the next one. You all take care.